is up? This book here. Just wanted to make a quick little video about pillars. Building on uneven ground. Now, a lot of the times I'll be going to build something, and I'll start with my pillars. And here, let me just show you a quick example. Stone. It's going to be a little easier to see the stone, so we'll do stone. Quite a few of those. And ceilings. Alright. Just hotbar these for now. I'll need those tools for this. Alright, as you can see here, my Argent Davis is demonstrating the ground is semi-flat here, and I wanted to choose a location where it had some flat surfaces, like over there, and some uneven. You might be playing and you might want to build somewhere, but the ground is just a little off. I find a better way to make a foundation rather than putting down foundations. And see, now where I placed it, I should be able to go all the way out for the height. But let's say I wanted to have my height right about here. Go out with it, and see, it doesn't snap. There's not enough space, and you could try to line it up, but that structure is not going to be connected. And there is, the method of doing some pillars. Put a ceiling in, another ceiling, pillar, another pillar, another pillar, another pillar, and then you can snap this down. But see, then of course you're gonna have stairs covering that spot, and I'll use that on some builds, because I mean right here actually that would probably be a good way to build it. But I think the best example here, let me just throw that down a little bit just to show you. See, now continue all the way out to the edge. I'll get them out. And this one, just show you. Oh, but let me get Argent Davis out of the way. I need this uneven ground here, Argent Davis. And he's bonded. If I ever breed him with someone else, because I like him, if I find another one that I want for a color scheme, he's got one of those things on right now, but for the Easter event. But if I wanted to breed him up, I would probably name his baby Argent Davis Jr. Sammy Davis, yeah, okay. Let's see. The pillars, now, see the trick with pillars, a lot of people will want to, let me show it up here. They'll want to start building with a pillar, and then they'll do this, and this, and they're like, oh, I can't go any further. I'm on another pillar, but oh, this one's not going up. Can I go up higher with it? Snap higher. Doesn't want to snap high because it's real close to the ground. Right there. It says, why snap high if I can support it here? You could try it, and let's see if I can get another one down there. Oh, it did it. Boom. And this might work out good as an example. Stone pillar. Yep, see? And then you get the nub. And that's terrible. Don't start with the ceilings. That's just kind of a silly way to approach it. I like to just kind of envision out where I'm going to be, and let me show you a little trick. These automatically will snap. Let's see. And roughly, and you could You could do a pillar and a ceiling just to kind of get an idea of where it's going to level out at. Let's say right here. See, now look how that snaps into place. That's just below it. If you go out another space, it'll even up. Sometimes it doesn't want to snap, like, see in this direction you get one like that, but in this way it doesn't want to snap. Anyways, back to these snaps. Yeah, so you get that snap, and then you get this uneven snap, and that. And then when you go to snap a ceiling, you're going to have a double ceiling snap spot, which can create some cool effects if you want to get some, you know, cool effects going on for some stairs. Then you can do this, let's see. You could sit there and you can make sure that they're laddered down, and you could stair them all the way down. See if I can get these up real quick. Oh, there. Right, get rid of you. So now where we want it. Now that's the lower one. Let's go ahead and go with that one. Boom. See. Snap there. Occasionally you'll come across that where you won't want to snap in, and you might want to end up getting those floor sections. That should be close enough. We'll find out. It should be close enough though. It should be, right? Yep. Let's check. It's not going to be real close. It's going to be just a little bit wider. Make sure that there's something about that one. And you could get rid of some of the ones in between, like this one, and you'll still be able to. Here, let's get rid of this one too, so I can show you, because that one's off from it. That there, that there. They should all just snap right into place. Depending on what you're building out of, the nubs I find on the concrete kind of work pretty good. Get that one coming out there, and there, and there, and there. Yep, so you're going to come across an issue there with that. Let's see, now you want to come down to a lower level or something? That's fine. Now I like this method for building, and I'll show you why here in just a second. Alright, so here's why I like to have this type of method of building. You can stick a generator down there. These, if you get it just right, now sometimes it'll switch out and stuff, so you got to be very patient with it. But looking in the up and down motion, you could probably get it to where you want it. And you can do this with plumbing as well. See, I'll just snap these into place like that. You can do this with plumbing as well. We'll pretend that's a plumbing pipe. And boom, you've got a little fountain you can put on the end of tap to drink out of. So great like that. And you say, well, everything's up on stilts. It looks terrible. It's exposed. If you're playing a single player, you can turn collision off. That's usually the way I like to play it, is with collision off. You could just, it gives you a little more freedom to be freer. And so you can do stuff like this. Once collision's off, because those are ceilings, they'll snap down. Typically don't have any issues with them snapping backwards unless you're trying something funny. Oh, and that one, so you got to be conscious of that. Sometimes you can't get like a rail or a wall on that side. It goes off too far, so we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of this. Look at those walls. Hopefully we can do this all the way around. and it's not always going to be perfect. I mean, you could sit here and fiddle with it and try to find that snap spot. I'd probably just end up doing stairs right there. Cover something like that up. Yeah, see, that's... No one can even crawl under that. I think if you're concerned about like compies taking out your generator, then probably one different means. And you don't have to put your generator down below. I just find it easier to do like that, and then that way, before I even build the structure, I can line up my cords in particular spots. Stone pillar, and we still got those chilling right there too. Oh, that's right, we're starting that one. But yeah, see, now it does get pretty close to the edge there, so you can always start from the inside of the pillar. It doesn't have to always necessarily be started from one side or the other. No, a lot of times I'll start with my pipes and my electrical cables on the inside. Let's see if we can do this. That guy, now he snaps to the bottom of that. You're like, well, now they're not connected. Let's get into these guys right here. Let's see, we've got, what is it? Cable, these funny looking ones. What's it say on here? Flexible electrical cable. Cue some of those up. Now when you place these, you just go ahead and select it, and then it'll make like a green thing. Now you can go through and try to figure out which ones that you like as better, cleaner snap points, depending on the type of build you're going for. Sometimes that one's nice and clean. I like it. We'll go with it. Boom. Now, if I put power on this, it should power off all my cords. Everything should be fine. But yeah, conduits, and then it'll of course stretch a cord. Now, if you want to, let's say you're doing second stories, you could always have one, go to the edge. Let's see, did I destroy this? Okay, go to the edge, and then let's see. Cable, parallel. Now, on my aberration build, I have my generators outside, and I have foundations on the ground in the whole area. And then I just have it kind of, it looks like that, kind of just runs in, and then I have all my cables, I don't have any it's one big open building. I don't have any second story. But if you wanted to, you can place one of those things just right, or you can take these and run them along the walls on the inside if you'd like. Here, let me show you. Woo! See, you can run it along the wall on the inside. That way you can see where it's at. Let's see. Let's see if this oh, too far. Now see, look at that. That is a lot closer to the wall. Now if we were to snap another wall in there, you can't see it from the outside. I'm going to be able to see it. Now you'd still be able to see it from the inside. That's not too bad. And if you want, you can line it up just right with the wooden things, as long as you know it's there. And then once you get to your second floor, you could set up your conduit for power. But yeah, I just wanted to go over that with you guys, the pillars and stuff. So hopefully this is helpful for anyone new to the game. I know I'm really new, and it's kind of been a frustrating mechanic. I wish I would have known before how useful pillars were. Usually wait a real long time before I unlock the engrams for, but not anymore. It's one of the first things I do if I'm playing. Just kind of gives me a better idea. So that was it. Building with pillars and how it can help you build on uneven ground. You can do this on a large scale. And I'll show you here in just a second. We'll close up over there. So I'll be back, and for you it will be just a second. Alright. So here's the build that I did using a lot of that. Now a lot of this is not because of the way that I wanted to angle it and stuff. I figured I would just try and line it up and eyeball it. A lot of experimenting went on. If I knew what I know now about pillars, I would not have these nubs. That is kind of the thing that it brought me to make this video, is the fact that this would be a lot better build. So much time with a mantis spent mining all these stones and trees, and I had like a little miner's camp set up over here. I've already broke it down to get some respawns back, but yeah, I wish I would have known what I know now. Yeah, see, these nubs are sticking through, and I could have done a way better job on that, because it makes building in water a little bit easier. I do have this going here. I have not put any concrete in here. I don't know if I'm going to do that. It's going to take away from some of the height. As you can see here, I've kind of been tinkering around with some ideas. Not the greatest with the angled pieces, but I got to practice those so I can make myself something fun. Something round. Alright. That's gonna be it. So, hopefully this video was helpful. If anybody have any questions, watch this, feel free to, ask them below. Yeah. I gotta get rid of a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of tinkering I do on this map. Alright. So I'll see you guys later.